Hey everybody, what's going on? We're three, two, one. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of World War Bitcoin. We will get into why this program is titled World War Bitcoin down the road. I wanted to share some thoughts. I was thinking about where we are now compared to our 2017 rally, our 2013 rally, and how we've already hit the all-time high. We are most likely going to break through that and go into territory unknown in 2021. I'm sure I know we're all assuming that 2021 is going to be another 2017 or 2013. But I started thinking earlier today, where are we in comparison to 2016? It's specifically to this time in 2016. If you remember, our all-time high that we hit in 2013 was $1,165. And so I just thought to myself, when in 2016 or 2017 did it crashed after the 1165 went down to I think 273, and then it rose steadily back up over the years? When did we pass the all-time high in 2016 or 2017? Because we're already at a point now where we're at the all-time high. I mean, not presently at the all-time high. As you can see, the price of the Bitcoin is in the 18,000s. I don't know about you, but I am certainly not panicking. I have a buy order at 18,500, and I hope I hit it, and I hope it goes back up. It seems like wishful thinking to me. But anyway, all right, where are we in comparison to this point in 2016? Did we pass that all-time high by this point in 2016? That's what I want to know. So I'm looking at this historical chart here, and here's what I'm seeing. December 2nd, today's December 4th. If you're watching at a later date, today's December 4th. December 2nd, we were at $766.98. And if you look at 2016, man, what a wonderful year it was from that point. I mean, we're slowly climbing, and we're about on February 24th of 2017 at 1158. If you remember, the all-time high for 2013 was 1165. And so at this point, we were close to passing that all-time high. Probably by the next week we're there. Oh yeah, March, it's off to the races. Let's see. June 9th, it topped out at about 2,900 and then went down for a little bit, but then bam, we're off. Now I expect 2021 to look similar. But here's the thing I'm thinking. All right, when did we cross that all-time high again? 1165, April 7th. So we are currently in 2020. We're ahead of schedule. That's what I'm thinking. We've already gotten to the point where we've reached the all-time high. We've gotten really close to $20,000, but we're about 4 months early. And so what is 2021 going to look like? Because if the all-time high in 2013 was 1165, and then it came inches away from 20,000, let's just say 19,650. That's about an 18x from the previous all-time high to the next one. And so if we do something similar, even if we just do 10x, that's pretty close to $200,000 in 2021. Now I know 18x puts us about 360,000. But here's the thing: we're ahead of schedule. We're already in December where we were in April of 2017. And why is that? Well, you know what I think? I think it's the coronavirus. I think it's all the stupidity that's been done, all of the endless printing of money, all the stimulus, and the fact that we are upon an imminent collapse of the US dollar. And what do I mean by imminent? And what do I mean by collapse? I mean, by this time next year, the dollar is going to be worth considerably less than it is today. And is that a crash? I mean, I'm not excited about that. I mean, I've heard estimates of 20%, but we can see a point. I don't know if it's 2025, 2030. I don't know what it is, but it's on the horizon. We can see a point when the dollar just collapses. And the global pandemic and all of the insanity that's caused has only accelerated this. Again, we're 4 months ahead. And so all these institutions, all these people, all this wealth is transferring to cryptocurrencies. The other day I shared with you this FOMO meter, and again, it's not an actual meter, but what is it? It's a list of people, of high net worth people or organizations that have indicated that they have significant holds in Bitcoin. And so we have November 17th, the second wealthiest man in Mexico. We have Stanley Druckenmiller, Jim Cramer, Michael Saylor. You could go on down this list and you see some really big names that have put their investments into cryptocurrency. And we have, not even included on this list, we have PayPal and Square buying up a day's supply of Bitcoin that's mined every day. We have the Guggenheim Institute wanting to put $500 million into Bitcoin. And we have the imminent collapse of supply of Bitcoin. We are going to run out of Bitcoin. You will not, I'm certain of this. You will not be able to go to Coinbase or Phemex and buy Bitcoin. They're not going to have any for sale because people are buying it up. And why is that? What's with the FOMO meter? What's with the institutions? They're seeing finally what we've seen for years. They're losing their faith in the dollar, and so that's causing them to flee. And we are still at the tip of the iceberg. We're at the top of the first inning of the ball game. And so that chart, that acceleration, I mean, we're used to sometime around Thanksgiving or between Thanksgiving and Christmas, every 4 years after the halving, we're used to seeing the price of Bitcoin skyrocket, go parabolic, and then peak. And what I'm saying is that might happen a lot sooner. And also what I'm saying is, listen, look here. I'm still on this Google chart. We peaked in late December of 2017. And then from then until about a year, it would have been better for you to hold the US dollar over Bitcoin. You know what I am certain is not going to happen this time? I don't think that it'll be worth it to transfer your Bitcoin into dollars during the next Bitcoin parabolic run. Now, let me clarify this. It'll peak, some people say $100,000 in 2021. Some people say $300,000. It might be higher than that. It might be lower. It'll peak. And it'll for sure go down. I mean, especially if it goes parabolic, which it will, it'll go down. But let's say we're here April 13th, Bitcoin is worth $8,000. What I'm saying is that I don't think we're going to have this just steady decline and then, it'd be worth $3,000 or the equivalent of that for 2021, which is, almost triple the 2013 peak. So I don't think it's going to go, if it goes up to $300,000, for example, I don't think it's going to crash all the way to $60,000. I think it will crash, but don't abandon your Bitcoin after the next parabolic run. That's all I'm saying. If you see it going sky high, increasing by $4,000 or $5,000 a day, nonstop, yeah, you're going to need to convert that into something else. But after that initial crash, I am predicting that we're not going to have another 2018 where it just goes down the whole year. I think it'll hold steady and it might even increase. And I think that's going to coincide with a steady collapse of the dollar. I mean, 2022. Think about that. Are you willing to bet that the dollar is going to increase in value compared to Bitcoin like it did in 2018? I am not willing to make that bet. Okay. Take your own risks. All right. Let me know what you think. I want some thoughts. Like this video, comment, subscribe. Really appreciate it. Have a good one. Peace.